We are back now with an urgent matter for a local police department. Are some important calls going unanswered?
A family is questioning how Portsmouth police responded to an incident where their home was sprayed with bullets. As 10 on your side's Andy Fox found out, it may be a part of a bigger picture problem with those who serve and protect in the city.
Portsmouth police gave us video of this dark-colored sedan. November 18th, 8:45 p.m., moments before a drive-by shooting. Probably two guns involved. Here's the audio.
Well, we're looking at a drive-by shooting.
Juan King's home took 21 shots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's just on this section.
7 people in the house. Amazingly, no one hurt. King credits Jesus for having his back.
Bullet came down through this hole, rising up, straight down here to this countertop, hit that, ricocheted off, busted the window.
And where's your wife standing?
My wife is standing here, right here at the kitchen sink.
King calls 911.
If you can you send somebody out here? And she said, yeah, it's kind of busy right now.
Kind of busy. It took 34 minutes to get police to the scene. Portsmouth Interim Police Chief Scott Burke.
It was approximately 34 minutes.
And you agree that that's too long?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, because 911 dispatch called this a priority 3. No one hurt means slower response.
When there's property damage, and only property damage, we're probably going to get there a little bit slower.
But 34 minutes. 911 dispatch took 23 minutes to get police the call. Police then took 8 minutes to get to King's house.
It's not necessarily, staffing is not the driving factor, but it's certainly a contributing factor.
But King's really concerned about what he claims police said to him once they arrived.
Well, if nobody got shot, it's just a misdemeanor. So we got pretty much like he has other things to do.
Misdemeanor, no one hurt, property damage only. They've blown off the situation, you think?
Oh yeah, they got bigger fish to fry.
Sorry that we gave anybody the impression that we were blowing anything off. It's probably an emotional response instead of a thought out, planned, customer-oriented approach.
Got one bullet hole here that came out, went all across the room, hit the mini blind.
Right.
It took the window out.
Well, I was actually looking at the draft when I heard all the gunshots.
So happens King's neighbor is Portsmouth Vice Mayor DeAndre Barnes. He heard the shots too and went to King's house. Were you pleased with the way the police responded to this? Honestly.
I wasn't pleased.
There should have been better manners by the police department on scene at this home after these people went through a traumatic experience of getting gunshots into their house.
And he's correct.
And the vice mayor's concerned about that only a misdemeanor comment too.
The department should have never said anything of that nature to anybody, because anything that involves gunshots, especially going into your house, is serious. So whether somebody was shot or not, that's a serious matter.
Following our investigation, we're told this case is now considered a felony due to the seriousness of the event, and several shell casings have been taken into evidence.
I don't think they would have said anything if you wouldn't have went over there and said something to them, to be honest.
The chief cares about transparency.
On behalf of the department, my apologies for how the conversation was phrased.
We're told this drive-by case remains under investigation. In Portsmouth, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.